On January 2, 1860, classes began at Louisiana State University as a small all-male military school near Pineville, Louisiana. The seminary grounds were purchased in 1853 and comprised of 438 acres. There were few buildings on the property, but they were deemed unsuitable for use, so $15,000 was allocated for construction of a new building, one that consisted of a 3-story, 72-room U-shaped structure with a central quad. On October 15, 1869, a fire destroyed the seminary building, where there was about $20,000 worth of damage. This forced the cadets to move to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The move to Baton Rouge was supposed to be temporary, as the school was taking over the building for the State Institution for the Deaf and Blind. As time went on, enrollment and finances increased significantly. In 1918, the current school president, Thomas Boyd, began to look for new land to build a newer and larger campus, as they were growing out of the one they currently resided. He ultimately purchased the Gartness Plantation, and this, along with portions of 2 other prominent plantations, make up LSU's present campus that we know today. The physical layout of the campus was designed by the Olmsted brothers in 1920, which included buildings designed in Northern Italian Renaissance style, with archways, pan-tile roofs, and stucco walls. This style was continued on other buildings such as Himes and Allen Halls. Finally, after many years of planning, they broke ground in 1922 to build the new dairy barn. Memorial Tower was constructed in 1923, but was dedicated along with the entire campus in 1926. It stands as a memorial to Louisianians who died in World War I. Soon after, buildings such as Hill Memorial Library, which was originally downtown in 1903, now stands on the current campus after being built in 1950. Structures such as Memorial Tower, Hill Memorial Library, the Indian Mounds, and the Greek Amphitheater make LSU's campus what we know today. Upon opening, the school consisted of all-male students known as cadets. They started out with only 5 professors teaching subjects like engineering, chemistry, Latin, Greek, and English. Cadets were taught in military-style discipline, and they were required to stand inspections, drill, stand guard, and classes. Now, LSU has over 30,000 both male and female students enrolled. These students are known for their academic success, diversity, and loyalty to the school. There are now over 1,300 professors teaching various subjects. Louisiana State University played its first football game in school history on November 25, 1893. They may have lost, but history was made that day. It wasn't until 1896 that the team was called the Tigers and went undefeated. Tiger Stadium opened in 1942 and originally seated 12,000 people. After the stadium has been renovated and updated over the years, it now sits 102,321 people. The excitement was just as high then as it is now to see the Tigers play, but it wasn't until 1959 that the Tiger Stadium was first called Death Valley. The Golden Band from Tigerland began as a military band in 1893, which had on average 13 members. The band remained a military cadet band until the end of World War II. The band's pregame performance, that remains to this day, was created in 1960. Now, the 325-member band performs at all LSU football home games and some away games, including the pregame and halftime performances. In 1934, athletic department trainer Mike Chambers decided to bring a real tiger to LSU's campus. They raised $750 by collecting 25 cents from each student and purchased a 1-year-old tiger from the Little Rock Zoo. They named him Mike to honor Mike Chambers, who was the most responsible for bringing him to LSU. The name was never changed. Mike used to ride through the home football games on a trailer, but now he sits comfortably in his sanctuary. The tiger moved into the new habitat in 2005 after thousands of fans contributed to a campaign to rebuild his home. Currently, Mike VII lives on campus after arriving on campus on August 21, 2017.